do that on purpose just to see his response. Anything you got any questions in there? Shelly? Do anybody have any locations?
Whatever you do,
I'm open for any locations. If you don't know anybody, I can talk to. Any bars, anything that we can shoot at.
You gotta talk to people. You gotta get some Wednesdays. Whatever you do, they get the promotion. You have 4. Did I see you? I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna try to send you all of them anyway. Because of your cases. I mean, we need to see all of them. You might see one. I'll send you all. Okay. Try to get you close to your possible.
On board. Yeah, you're really gonna be mad. Right on the town, 49.
I know. So I'm saying she gets some milk.
Well,
you know, they can shoot you and sit down.
She's going to be laying there.
You're a hero.
They'll get the promotion. We'll go in on there.
You know, it wasn't as bad until 2 things happened. He came in and was like, hey, I know I'm short, I don't want short dude.
black and like
The second, they took a picture together, and he was hugging her. He was really like, to her elbow.
Because once you shoot inside,
No, he was like,
I should go downtown.
I should have got this was her. This was him. He was like,
you gotta set me up on the other side of the main bar. Quiet.
MSB.
It was so funny. I was like,
Yes, MSB 503 at yahoo.com.
yeah, you know what? Let me turn on one of these chairs.
You know, I got real nervous when I read that.
Yeah, that's it.
All I got is one.
How about this? How about he drop y'all off and he say I'm gonna go park and then he come back?
Okay, don't worry.
Is your camera right?
Yeah. No, it's actually, it's good. It's good. We are live.
Enjoy. See y'all later.
See y'all later. See y'all at the next meeting.
Yeah, because we're going to try to do that next week.
Okay.
This week, matter of fact. I got a text on my email. All right?
Okay, don't
All
forget,
right.
Mr. CEO, don't forget to send me the list.
I did. I just sent you.
Okay.
I just sent you in the first episode. It's the characters, then it's the location.
Okay,
I'm gonna send you 2 and 3.
okay. All right, have a great one. Come into my house. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all got ink, pen, and paper ready? Got something for y'all. Is your mic on?
It's on, but I don't know if anybody can hear me.
They can hear you. They can hear you. Hold on, y'all. sensitive over here. You got two mics now, right? That one should be on. You good? Is your mic ready?
Yeah, this one is plugged in mic 3 instead of mic 2.
Well, turn that one on.
It's on,
No,
but
this
it's plugged in.
that one is on. Hold on, y'all. Hey, trying to get myself ready here. Got something for y'all. It's kind of tough when you're engineering your own show. Let's see. Hey, badass, how you doing? Money making Mondays, y'all. Money making Mondays. This is what we do on Money Making Mondays. For all those that may need the help. Join me in my house music. Ooh. Hold on, everybody. Just gotta take care of some housekeeping. Get to see what goes on behind closed doors. Thank you, Kiki. Thanks. Thanks for sharing, Kiki. Got something for y'all. We are approaching 2020. Get ready. It's a long song. Hi, Kiki. Hi, Isaiah. Hi, Philip. Hi, Levine. Hi, Helen. Hi, Camille. Hi, Tyrone. If you have not already shared, please share. I have some good information for y'all. We're going into the fourth quarter, and top, 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 top. I think it's the top 10 of businesses that is looking for strong growth in 2020. And we give y'all this as soon as I find it. And I want y'all to participate tonight, please. Don't just watch, participate. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. And I would like for y'all to participate. All right. Just shining again. Sing my song. Shine. No wonder. Can you get that fan for me, please? That's on me. Can't see you. Right there. Right there. Yep. Thank you. Hi, Steve. Thank you, Levine. Appreciate you. Hi, Mike. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Thank you, Steve. Zoom said, Facebook said, music said, radio business. Where you going? You got enough over here? I'm sure they're gonna leave you there. You got to wait. You got to wait. Welcome back. This is Let's Talk with Carolyn. It is Monday night, and you're back with Carolyn and Mr. C. Tonight is Money Making Mondays. Money Making Mondays is normally on the fourth Monday of the month, but August has 5 Mondays in it, so we're going to cover it tonight. If you have not already done so, please take care of the housekeeping rules. Housekeeping rules is this: you have tuned in to Carolyn, Let's Talk with Carolyn on SadorRadio.com. You can listen to Sador Radio on www.sadorradio.com. Click on Sador Radio. You can also see us live on YouTube. Go to www.bit.ly/Sador Radio. You can also watch me live on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Let's Talk with Carolyn. Welcome to my show. I am Carolyn, the host, and I am here with Mr. C, my co host. Would you like to say hello?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Let's talk with Carolyn and Mr. C. Hope your Monday was good and blessed. It's going to be a good show. We're making money. So
So
let's talk.
one of the things I want to mention first is I want to talk about, before I get into Money Making Mondays, I want to talk about support. Um, I'm in a lot of groups and I'm affiliated with a lot of people. And I'm sure the people that I'm referring to is tuned in to my radio show tonight, or they may just catch it on replay, either one. When it comes to support, I try to support, I do support everybody. When I reach out to you and I text you, how much is this to participate in your event, and you don't reach back out to me, that's cool. The next time you see me, please do not mention anything about don't nobody support me. I'm not going to want to hear it because I reached out to this person. They never responded back. So the next time you see me, don't be talking about don't nobody support me. Moving on to Money Making Mondays. So we're reaching the fourth quarter of the year. This is the time that if you wanted to start a business, you wanted to start a hustle, you have an idea, this is the time to start planning. Do not wait till January 1, 2020 to say, oh, I'm ready to start my business. I'm ready to start my side hustle. No, you start planning now in the last quarter for 2020. If you are an employee and you are close to retirement, I highly suggest that you start thinking about what it is that you want to do when you retire. What it is that you want to do when you retire, because this is what happened, retirees, is you're going to get a retirement check. That's cute. You also might get a gold watch. That's cute too. But what if your retirement check is not meeting all of your bills in a month? Then what? Then your bills go to the table of consideration. So keep your bills out of the table of consideration. I suggest you have a plan B for after you retire so you can enjoy retirement life. It's fun. The other thing about starting a side hustle or starting a business, I know y'all have seen this post. The post I have posted was about wages and profits. The difference between wages and profits, and I want y'all to think about this. And when I ask you to think about this, think about where you are right now on either side of the wall. You may be on both sides, that's good. But if you are on the wages side, tax purposes, you are paying taxes on money that you have earned. Everybody know that. What wage employees might not know is people who have a small business pay taxes after they have paid their expenses. So you may say, Carol, well, what does that mean? That means this. Let's say you have a business. Naturally, you're going to have some expenses. At the end of that year, at the end of that quarter, you're going to have some expenses. Whatever money you have left over after all your expenses is taken care of, that's the money that you're going to pay taxes on. That's how small business works. And if you haven't paid attention to Uncle Donnie, Uncle Donnie is Uncle Donald Trump. I suggest you start paying attention to what it is that he's doing, because whatever he does is going to affect primarily you, me, and anybody else that's not in the wealthy 1% club. If you think about it, what did you get on your tax return this year? Did you get what you made last year? Nope. A lot of people didn't. Why? Because Uncle Donnie changed the tax laws and made it better for the wealthy, kicked everybody else out. So I suggest you get on the side of the fence or start thinking about it on the profit side. If you want to do wage and profits, that's cool. But when your profits start outweighing your wages, that's something you really have to consider of what it is you want to do when your profits start outweighing your wages. So I want to get into this. I'm going to give you the businesses first that is listed for 2020 as the top 10 businesses to get involved with for 2020. And I want you to think about them. If I mention a business that sparked your interest or have an interest, you have an interest in it, write it down because it's going to lead to something. It's going to lead to two things, but you got to participate. So, Radio Land, get your ink pen, paper ready. Facebook, ink pen, paper ready. You over here, ink pen, paper ready. YouTube, ink pen, paper ready. The first one that's listed as a growing business for 2020 is data crunching. Data crunching is marketing and marketing research. There's a lot of people who are getting into just marketing. These individuals will start a marketing company. Their whole goal is to connect with existing businesses and do all their marketing for them. Who can do that? Anyone who knows how to operate a computer and they have good public relation skills. In other words, they like to talk.
Like
Good,
you.
really,
Mhm.
but I'm not good. I'm not good at marketing. I'm good. I'm not that good at this. I'm good at some things, but marketing, I tell anybody in a heartbeat, I'm not good at marketing. I know how to market my business because I know what my goals are for my business. I market the hell out of that. But somebody else, I would have to like sit down with them and ask them a whole bunch of questions and get into their business so I know what to market and who to market to. Because here's the thing, it's about niche marketing. You don't want to market to anybody. You want to market to a niche market based on the product, based on the service. Next is counseling and therapy. Now, according to this list, counseling and therapy, mental health, family, and marriage therapist is at the top of the list. Next is scientific research, biotechnology, chemistry, math, engineering, robotics, and 3D printing. 3D printing will be more of the masses of people because everybody or anybody who has a business is always going to need some type of print work done. Whether it's print work on a t-shirt, print work on a hat, print work on some socks, print work on a business card, print work on a hoodie, print work on a flyer. Doesn't matter. If a person has a business, they're definitely going to need some prep work, and that is marketing their business and branding it. That's key. Brand, that's a different section. Branding your business so people know who you are. A logo that's significant, a logo that stands out so that people know, oh, that's your business. All that plays a part. Computer engineering was number four. Veterinarian was number five. I'm gonna get to some other stuff. Environmental and conservative science is number six. Environmental and conservative sciences, these are people that develop efficient ways in cooling and heating. I know y'all have seen the trucks of small businesses that says HVAC, small business. Plumbing is another business that is on the rise. And I'm going to say this: any anything that's a skill or a trade is always going to be in the uprising. There's always going to be a need for that because it solves a problem and is geared towards niche market. Anything that's a skill or a trade is always going to be in need. The thing about business is there must be a problem in order for you to solve it. If you can identify a problem and your business offers the solution and it's to a specific market, you got a business. But you also must have a business plan to go with it. Next on the list is healthcare fields. They're always on the rise. Doctors, nurses, optometrists, audiologists. These are people that test for hearing. Dentists, physical therapy. Oh, thank you. Management specialists, human relations, benefits administration, event planning, finance, and number 10 is entrepreneurship. Now, I want to talk about entrepreneurship. That's where I want to start. You must know at least two things in starting a side hustle or a business. You already know you want to be your own boss. You already know you want to be your own boss. You're welcome. You already know that you want to be your own boss. Number two, you know that you want to switch over to the profit side. Those are two things that you already know. One, you want to punch your own darn clock. Two, you want to make profit. You can add profit to wages. That's cool. I will tell you that if it was easy, everybody would be definitely be doing it. And it's not easy being an entrepreneur. It's not easy starting a side hustle. It does take determination. It does take hard work. You must be resourceful. And I'm gonna say this: if you can give your job 100% of your time, a lot of people say, "Well, I give more than 100%." No, you don't. You can only give 100%. You just doing your very best, which is 100%. If you can give your job 100% and you go to work and you clock in every single day, on time or late, doesn't matter. The point is you got your butt up, and the hardest part is getting there. If you can do that, you can give 100% to yourself. You can give 100% to yourself. If you do it for your job, do it for yourself. Now, back in the day, they used to say, um, people who have multiple streams of income, they did this, they did that, they did this, they did that. They had different ways of making money. However, you had traditional people making fun of those individuals, and they would always say, "Oh, you're a jack of all trades and a master of none." Everybody knows that saying. You are a jack of all trades and a master of none. That might have been good back in traditional times when it was everybody grew up with, you know what, go to school, graduate high school, go to college or go to a trade school, get a good job, get a house, with a fence and a white dog.
A
Okay,
white fence. They ain't say nothing about no white dog.
well, I did
You
all of
want the
those.
white
And I had the
dog.
white dog and
Yeah,
I had the
okay.
fence.
All right.
But anyway, in today's time, because of the direction of economy, if you don't watch the money channels and you don't watch the channels that affects you in your everyday life, you're going to be missing it. And guess what? The boat is going to sail with you on it or off. It ain't going to matter. It's going to sail anyway. So why not set sail on the boat so that you don't miss it?
What's the money channel?
CNN, C-SPAN 1,
A lot of people don't know that.
and C-SPAN 2. Those are the channels I've been watching for the last 25
But
years.
not a lot of people would know about the money channel. CNN, of course they do, but if some of them are like just into the sports or something,
Yeah,
okay, then it's like the money channel. Not a lot of people would be watching it.
maybe because they don't have an interest, and maybe because they didn't have a need to. But now, since I'm bringing it to their attention, they have a need. You right? Okay, Steve says that's right. So your money channels are CNN, because there's a guy, a money man, that comes on CNN early in the morning. He's giving you what the forecast is in the economy for that day into the rest of the week. C-SPAN 1 and 2, because you have our leaders that are making decisions on house bills that affect us at this level where we're at. So those are some of the reasons more than ever why you should be paying attention to what is going on the money channels. It's there. It's just a matter of people tuning in and listening to it and keeping abreast and making decisions of, oh, this is going to affect me. Maybe I need to make some changes in my life. Maybe I need to make some changes in my finance. Because remember, they're taking a lot of things away. A lot of things are being taken away from the average working person. A lot of things are being taken away from the average working person. And instead of complaining about it, do something. I don't care what you do something. Make a change. And I know it starts with a mental shift. Start thinking like an entrepreneur or a person who wants to make profits and not think like the way you've been thinking. I gotta go to work. I'm gonna collect the check every 2 weeks or once a month or every week. And here's the thing, when you collect your check, your money that you just earned is recycled back into the system. The money that you just made, you done bust your butt with for 40 hours, 60 hours, some people 80 hours, is going to go back into the system.
You live to
And
pay
when you
bills.
do, you live to pay bills, exactly. And when you do overtime, you have to figure out what that median is so you don't get hit with taxes a whole lot. Because the more money you make, the more taxes they take out. But there's a median. For me, in my jobs, when I had some jobs, I could not work over 20 hours overtime. That was it. Anything over 20 hours, I got ate up in taxes. So stop with the belief that the more hours you work overtime as a wage employee, you're going to make more money. No, you're not, because it's going to be ate up in taxes. Think about that. You had something you wanted to add?
No. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Mm-mm.
You
Go ahead.
good? Okay, all right. So let's talk about the entrepreneur side and the businesses that is going to do well or projected to do well in 2020. If I say something that sparks your interest, write it down. If I say something that sparks your interest, write it down. I'm gonna also add this. If you have a talent, a skill, or a trade, I want you to write down what your trade is, what you think your skill is, what you think your talent is. Steve says people think information is boring because they don't think that far ahead. Mindset is everything. Jobs keep you addicted to their drug and they just give you enough to keep you coming back. Steve, you're absolutely right. Steve has or had, I don't know if you still do, him and his partner was having financial classes here at the radio station. And they offered those financial classes for free. And what they did was they were teaching us. I attended one of the class, but because it was on Thursdays, I couldn't make every Thursday. And what they were teaching was how to do currency trading. Very interesting class. If they had that class on any other day other than Monday and Thursday, I would have been there every week.
What do you mean that they had? They don't have it no more?
I don't know. Steve, let me ask him. Steve, do you still have those classes? I'll let you know if he texts me the answer. Steve, just type in if you still have those classes. The classes was good. Very interesting. Would you be interested?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Number one is a mobile, and this is for mechanics. Anybody out there, excuse me, that's a mechanic and you working for someone else or you working for an auto dealership, number one on the list was mobile auto repair. This person, Steve says yes, with a friend in New Jersey.
But they still on this radio station?
No. But I can get in contact with Steve personally. It's on Tuesday. Oh, but it's in Jersey. So that it switched to Tuesday. Now I could come to
Is
that.
it online or you gotta go to the
You
shop?
physically gotta go there. And when I say you physically gotta go there, you really gotta go because they give you the nuts and bolts and break it down. They really, really break it down on currency trading.
But a lot of people are not gonna wanna travel, but it sounds interesting.
It is interesting. I'll talk to Steve. I'll talk to Steve. Okay. See if we can get something done in Philly. Steve, is it something? I'll talk to him. So these are individuals that can have a mobile auto repair business doing oil changes, fluid refills, battery swaps, headlight repair, things of that nature.
Minor repairs,
Yeah, yeah.
nothing like major, like starters,
No,
water pumps.
because it's mobile.
Yeah, okay, then they can, but
They could do minor repairs. And
it's not like dropping an engine or a transmission.
no,
Both repairs can be also included as starters, water pumps.
yeah,
Changing belts.
tune-ups.
Yes,
That's the mobile service.
right.
Hmm.
But, yeah, it's a lot of things they can do with the mobile service.
Right.
That
That's
set them
minor
off.
and
Yeah,
not
minor,
heavy.
not really that like so.
A transmission.
Like transmission or
Right.
motor.
Not the food
Timing
trucks.
belts or something.
Yes, that's part of it. That's part of tune-up, right?
No,
Checking the timing belt is not part of a tune-up.
no.
What's part of a tune-up?
Spark plugs,
Okay.
wires,
Yeah.
oil change,
Yeah.
checking your um transmission fluids or your filters.
Right.
Um, windshield,
I got something,
antifreeze,
oh, I got something to tell y'all. Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay. Steve says they're going to be doing something in Philly soon.
Okay, thank you.
And everybody that's here on Facebook, when Steve do this in Philly, I'm gonna make an announcement because when I tell you that this class is interesting and it's beneficial for you to learn it, be in the class. Now that he has it on Tuesday, hopefully it's on a day in Philly where I can make it any day but Thursday, Steve. Going out a hint there. I would definitely be there. Food trucks. Food trucks is a booming business. The thing about food trucks is whatever you decide to cook, make sure it's in demand and it's different from everybody else with a food truck.
It's also something about them food trucks. It's the sanitation.
They have to go through the health department.
Okay, but I mean, it's a lot of people out here that's, I've seen,
I get what you say.
it's like washing your hands and, making sure the area is clean. You don't have water. And then they got to go to the bathroom. What are they doing? I mean, a lot of people are thinking about that nowadays, which I have seen. Some of these, what's they got gyro trucks or whatever.
You're welcome, Steve.
They be scratching themselves and picking their feet or picking their nose and not washing their hands. They just put a glove on and say thank you.
Well,
But they're touching your food. And me
as far
myself
as
personally,
I
I
know
don't want you
of,
touching my food with your bare hands.
as far
If you're
as I
not
know
washing them,
of,
I ain't see you washing.
according to the health department, they're by law they're supposed to wear gloves when they're handling food.
By
That
law.
by yeah, by
But a
law.
lot of people
The
don't do
health
that.
department law.
Yes.
And true, a lot of people who have food trucks don't, but there are some food truck owners that do wear gloves when they're handling food.
And I've seen a lot of them that don't.
Okay, so have I.
Okay. But I'm saying that's what a lot of people get leery of about when they're going out to eat. When
Yeah.
you got germs, and especially in the winter, germs, colds, and all that.
I'm glad you,
People
wait
are
a
like,
minute, I gotta write stuff down because you mentioned something and I need to tell them. You said germs, that has to do with lemons. I got a news alert on lemons, y'all. And then okay,
sanitation.
it was something else you mentioned. Oh, this is her. That's geared for. Hold on, y'all. I'm talking. That's geared for women. All right. So I got two announcements to make. You mentioned germs. That's a health alert. I'm gonna get to the health alert after I do this. Hi, Joanne. Thanks for tuning in. You're right as far as what you're saying. You're absolutely right. But if a person is interested,
Sanitary.
what you say? If a person is interested in having a food truck business, there are ordinances that you must follow. You must get a business license. And as Mr. C mentioned, there is safety compliance standards and sanitation. Sanitation is big, and they must go through the health department because the health department is going to inspect their vehicle to make sure that that vehicle is up to code depending on what type of food truck they are having. Most food trucks is at events, farmers markets, um, town square, parked in front of businesses, parked in front of mall areas. Like what's the area where there's we went to and there was a whole bunch of food trucks,
Basically around the hospitals,
hospitals, and it was someplace else.
schools, oh,
What do you call it? Oh man, what do you call it? Rosie's. What's that area? Home Depot. What do you call that area?
oh,
Shopping centers, right? Yeah, shopping
Malls.
center, malls, right? I couldn't think of malls, y'all. Malls. So food trucks is number two on the list, and I'm giving these to you in the order that they have been forecasted to grow in 2020. Auto repair was first on the list. Food trucks number two on the list. And I'm going to say this: all this is going to lead to something. So if you are in audio land, what I'm telling you and what I'm giving you will work anywhere in the world. Yes.
Auto repairs okay, but in the trade business, everybody's looking for somebody to do something like home improvements or home repairs, roofing and all that. Those are very good trade. Offer all over the world. Would you rather your house be taken care of first or your car?
I get what you're saying, but remember, I started off with skill, talent, and trade.
Trade, okay. Trade is a skill,
You?
right?
Hmm.
Plumbers, carpenters,
I didn't get to them yet.
You on your way to them?
Yeah.
Okay, now shut up.
Remember, I mentioned them first, but there's more detail about them. I ain't get to them yet. I'm just giving.
I thought
Give me
that'd
to
been
you.
that'd, thought that'd been more on our top of the
It
list.
wasn't on the top of the list.
Okay.
Well, actually, auto is number one on the list, which is a trade. But I didn't get to the rest of them. I'm giving them to them in the order in which they are forecasted.
That's what I
Number
didn't understand. Why is auto a number one trade?
why?
Yes.
As long as you have a car or automobile, it's going to need some type of repairs.
As long as you have a house.
I get you, but it wasn't top of the list. Sorry.
Okay.
Number three is car wash service and auto detailing service. You can start a car wash and auto detailing service. That is number three on the list. Auto detailing doesn't cost a lot to set up. Your biggest investment is going to be on the legal side when it comes to auto detailing. Your biggest investment is going to be on the legal side. Number four was electronics repair. Electronics repair because everything that we darn near do today, okay, Levine, everything that we do today is electronic. Cell phones, iPads, laptops, Wi-Fi cards, laptop batteries. That's number four on the list. Electronics repair. Like your laptop, it needs to go to a computer repair store so it could be upgraded.
Well, you just picked out my laptop, huh?
Your laptop.
You just put my laptop on blast.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you looked at me and said, "Your laptop." It's like it is old. It's
I
faded
didn't say
out.
that. I just
Not in
said
so
it needs
many
to be
words, but you said,
upgraded.
"Hey, you need to take your laptop to a repair shop
To be upgraded.
to be upgraded."
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Electronics repair store is like really, really, really big. Hi, cousin Barbara. Electronic I'm flashing y'all. Y'all see me shining. Electronics repair store is really, really big because darn near everybody has some type of mobile device. When something goes wrong with that mobile device, where you going to take it to? Either you're going to take it to the manufacturer or you're going to take it to a electronics, some type of electronics repair store. Number five is personal trainers. With this, with personal trainers on the rise is because a lot of people are taking their health and wellness more seriously than ever before. Why? So they can live longer and be healthy. That goes along with a nutritionist. Personal trainers can teach 101 or they can teach group classes. And it doesn't cost a lot to become a personal trainer. For those of you that are interested in that, write this website down, www.nasm.com. They have a list of certifications that you can acquire to start your own business. www.nasm.com. So I went through the first five, and I have a whole lot more to get through. I went through the first five. If I mentioned one of those businesses, type in which one that you may be interested. I'm gonna keep going, but anybody who's on this live stream, type in which business you may be interested in. Moving on. Number six, hold on, is child oriented business. A child oriented business. A child oriented business can be a gymnastics center, a music school, swimming instructor, kids yoga teachers, which isn't bad. Doula. Let me explain what a doula is. Okay, Steve says, taking notes. I love seeing people empowered. My cousin do funnel cake. Good business. And I like funnel cakes. Let me explain what a doula is. A doula is a support person for mother to be. A doula is a support person for a mother to be. That doula can be hired in the early stages of that mother to be pregnancy and after the baby is delivered. A doula works with a midwife or the obstetrician. A lot of times it's the midwife. Doulas do not overstep their boundary when it comes to the obstetricians, but they are a support person for mother to be. A lot of women are deciding to have natural childbirth. Midwife, doula, those two work together. To be certified, and there's different types of doulas. You have a birth doula and a postpartum doula. To be certified in either one of those doulas, you, hmm, if you want to be a doula support person, just give me a call and I'll give you the information. Give me a call at 267-864-8639 and just let me know you heard me get this information over the radio or on Facebook, or you watch the replay on YouTube Live, and I'll give you that information so you can get certified as a doula. Next is mobile apps entertainment. These are people who do mobile entertainment through web or app development. Like I have my own app. I've had this app, I think, for 15 years. And I've been with my app guy, I call him a web app developer guy, um, since he first started 15 years ago. And now he does apps for entertainers because he have grown. if you are good with a computer and you know how to program or you know coding, you can learn how to develop apps for people who are looking to have a app of their own. If you're in business of any kind, you should want your own app. Period. Let me say that again. If you're in business of any kind, you should want your own app. Why? Because let me show y'all why. Audio land, you can't see this, but I'm holding up my second phone so people on YouTube and on Facebook can see this. This is why you want your own app because everybody darn near got one. And if anybody wants to get a hold of you, all they got to do is go to their phone and go to your app in the Play Store, whether you have iTunes or whether you have an Android. I'm on iTunes, Android, HTML, and some other stuff. Anybody who's in the massage therapy field has my app because my app pertains to massage therapists for classes and massage therapy for services. So anybody who wants to book an appointment with me, whether they want to take a class or book an appointment, just go to my app. You don't always have to go and type in www.timeoutspa.com. You don't have to always go to www.pmtischool.com. You don't have to do none of that. Just go to your app, go to your phone and type in my app, PA Massage Therapy, I pop right up. Or just Google it and it'll come up. So if anybody in a business, start thinking about having your own app. If you are good with computer applications and you're good with coding and you're good with HTML, start thinking about being a app or web developer because your niche market is going to be people who own businesses, small based businesses or large businesses, but you want to start small. You want to start with small based businesses. I don't care if they have a product, if they have a service, product, service, business. If they in business, talk to them. That's your target market. Next is online education. This is where trades people come in at because there are tradespeople who work for other people or who work for themselves. But those people that are involved in a trade can elevate what they're doing and put it online and make money 24 hours, literally while they sleep. Literally. So, if
How do you saying they can make like what, like far as teaching or what?
what do you mean? Be more specific.
Tradespeople.
All right, can I use you as an example?
Sure.
All right, you are a what? Tell the
So
people what you are.
I'm a carpenter.
What kind of carpenter?
I'm a carpenter.
No, really, tell them what you really are. What kind of carpenter are you?
I'm a master carpenter.
You're a master carpenter. How long have you been a master carpenter?
36 years, 37 years.
Okay. Yes, I was, Steve.
I've been in the trade for over 40 years.
Okay. Now let's say you are a person that wanted to take your trade to another level. You are a master carpenter. And what I'm about to tell y'all, if you have a trade, I don't care what it is. This applies to you too. You can take your trade and teach it online.
That's that is
There's several ways of doing it. That's
this
what
okay. Some trades are like it's basically hands-on experience.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yes, Steve, I am Tiana's teacher. She's one of my graduates. I'm getting there. There's several ways you can do it. There are trades where you have to be hands on, but the theory part can be online. The hands on part, they will have to come in for that. So they're still getting the hands on. But the theory part, that can be done online. Taking it a step further, for trades that don't require hands on, they can be video on demand. Video on demand online learning is on a rise because a lot of people are going to video on demand because they just got this busy schedule. We live in a busy, busy world. And some people just don't have time to go sit in a classroom. Their time is short. They just don't have it. But they can always go to their phone again, go to their phone and actually watch the class.
Well, what did they
Video
do
on
before they
demand.
had all these computers and phones? They had to go to those classes, right?
I get what you're saying, but you gotta shift. You have to shift with the economy. This is why I'm doing this. If you don't shift with the economy, you're going to be left behind.
Some things,
See, I understand where you're coming from because you were OG, but and
it's not
there's a
that.
lot of people that feel the same way you do.
But it's not that I'm an OG. It's some skills and some trades are not basically all book.
I didn't say that.
I know, I understand, but it's like some trades you can't just learn online.
Oh, yes, you can.
Now
I could give you
it's
five
more
websites right
okay,
now.
and yeah, but it's things that you don't see online that you will see in person.
But you, mm, but
Go ahead.
you're right. But there's a way that you can do it and put it online. Everything when it comes to trades is not going to be book sense. We all know that.
True.
However,
Yes.
however, when you are teaching something based on your experience, based on my experience, or anybody who has a trade, you can put that in video form. No, is it taught in traditional school? No, but it's taught in your school. And there's a website, several websites where you can create your own online school. Theory can be taught online. Hands on, they got to come to class. That's what I do now. I could talk about this because I do it now. There's some of my classes that do not require hands on. I create a video, I market that video, I publish it. Once I publish that class, it's out in cyber world. All I have to do is market that class. Somebody takes that class, they register for the class. Once they complete that class, they call me, they let me know that they completed it. I go into the system, I see that they completed it, they get their certificate if it does not require a test. But in the meantime, that money went in my bank account. Was I there? No. But the video was. That's one way. The other way I do it is theory part, lecture part is taught online. The other half, the hands-on part, they gotta come and see me to get the hands-on part because I'm not going to do it without that. They have to come see me to get the hands-on part. If they don't come see me to get the hands-on part, then I'm watching them do it by video. Am I physically there? If I'm watching them do it by video, yes, because of the platform that I'm using. So it's a lot of ways that it can be done, even with your skill. Hey, the boat is going to sail with people on it or off? Why miss the freaking boat when you could be on it? You gotta change with the economy. The economy has shifted, not is shifting. The economy is shifting to digital. It's shifting. And if the economy is shifting to digital, you need to be creative in that digital market.
I can't say for all, but some trades are kind of difficult, like to be
Can you
going
give
on
me
the
like one?
road.
Just give me one that you feel would be difficult for that type of platform.
Basically, the building trade for real.
What do you mean building trade? Like what you
Remodeling,
do?
basically, yes.
So you
They can,
saying none of that?
no, I'm not saying none of that. I'm
Okay.
saying that it's difficult. Sometimes it's not that easy that you can go on your laptop and say, okay, oh, I see how he did that. When you
For
don't,
visual learners, yeah.
for visual learners, oh, I see how he did that. But the
Because you
person,
got five types of learners. So for visual learners who need to see it,
okay,
that might work for them.
all right, but fine, but some of them need that hand skill.
I agree.
That skill to say, oh, I see what I was doing wrong. But
Okay.
when you see it in person, it's something when you see on TV, then when you see it in person, it's different.
Okay. I'm gonna take you a little further. Okay. You could take your trade. You can rent a small space and actually teach out that small space. But your thing is, it's not about the book sense. It's not about the book sense. It's not about the book sense in my trade. Okay, but they need to learn the basics. In any skill, they need to learn the basics before they can advance. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's called experience.
However, you can do this now. There's nothing. Let me tell y'all something. Anything I'm telling you, audio land, YouTube, and you can implement this now. Implementing means start it now. So when January 1st get here, you are ready. Is it going to take some type of investment? Of course.
And that's
If it
what
wasn't
people,
no investment, everybody would be doing it because it would be easy, and
okay,
it's not.
that's what people's concerns are too, the investment.
But you're investing in yourself.
Yeah, but you also creating yourself, right?
You're investing in yourself.
That takes the money.
Yes.
Okay, but you still have bills coming in at you, and a lot of people don't have that money to invest in
You want
themselves
to
because
bet?
I'm
Let,
saying, I'm just let me finish.
okay.
It's a lot of people that don't have that money to say, oh, I can put this money here, and I can make my business jump and grow. But then them bills from other places coming in, it's like, oh, I can't use this money right now. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Hey, internet.
An investment is an investment, but you investing in yourself. But it's a lot of times that you don't have that money to put out like well, a lot of people don't have that money to put out like that.
What if I found the money in something that they are already doing?
Fine.
People, I'm gonna say this. People use their dollars. Yeah, they use their earned dollars for paying their bills. But somewhere in that mix, there's some extracurricular activity money.
A lot of people don't have that.
Do they smoke? Do they drink? Do they go to the movies? Do they buy candy? Do they buy cookies? Do they buy all this shit that they don't really need? It's a
Who
sacrifice.
doesn't?
When you want something bad enough, so bad you can taste it like I do, you'll make the sacrifice.
Everybody's not like you.
If you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen.
Everybody is not. Everybody's
Then they
not.
don't want it bad enough.
it's not the point that they don't want it bad enough. It's the investment that they have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. You have to take. You
You
have to
build
rob Peter to pay Paul.
You build up to it. I don't care if you get out here like your crack juice, okay?
You whoa, whoa.
Let me explain, y'all. Let me explain. I didn't mean for it to come out like that, but let me explain. He makes some old-fashioned brewed tea from tea bags. And one day he let me taste this tea. I turned my daughter on to the tea. So she says, "Oh, this is crack juice because it's addictive, but it's actually old-fashioned brewed tea from tea bags, and we just nickname it crack juice. That's what that is." But let's take your crack juice. Your crack juice can be a business,
Yes, it could.
just like Alex lemonade stand.
Yeah.
What's the difference? How much?
Investment.
How much did it cost you to buy a box of tea bags? $2.35.
$135.
Correct. $2.35. Okay, you got the tea. How much is a thing of sugar? Maybe $4.
Okay, that's for a pitcher. Okay, the
I'm just
investment.
using this as an
Okay,
example.
okay, but then the investment would have to.
Okay, let me ask you something.
I would
How
have to
many-
make gallons and
How
gallons
many
of it.
cups? Wait a minute. How many cups can you get out of that pitcher that you make?
It all depends. What size
How many
of
cups?
cups?
You know what you them little red cups.
In the red
How
cups.
many cups can you get out of that, and how much would you sell it for?
The red cups that I have?
Yeah,
Um,
$1,
no, those would be like $2.
$2. And how many cups can you get out of there?
About close, I think 10.
10 cups at $2. So you done made your money back, but you can go
$20.
back and buy some more, right?
Okay.
My point is this, and I say all that to say this. That's why they got Jules Internet, Jules. My point is this: a person may not have the full investment, but a person can set aside some money. If a person have extracurricular activities, they go out on the weekend. They're spending. Who told me they spend $15? It was somebody that told me that they spent $15 on a freaking drink. Right. Now, don't you
No,
think?
he said he knew somebody. Some people that would spend.
But
and
we
that was
know,
a,
but we
that was a
know,
Long Island iced tea. They're about up there.
right. But if a person is going out for the weekend and they're spending $15 on a drink, and we know who told us that. How many drinks is they having? How often is they going out? If they living for the weekend, because some people do live for the weekend, some people go to the casino. Why are you going to the casino? You giving the casino your hard-earned money in hopes that you're going to win some money, and you walk out with no money. Some people lose their paychecks in the casino.
Okay, the same thing you're
So
doing when you
what I'm
want to eat
saying,
out.
what I'm saying is make the sacrifice so you can have your bigger picture. Make the sacrifice so you can start to invest in yourself. Make the sacrifice so you can cross over into profits. Make the sacrifice so you don't have to take your bills to the table of consideration if that's you. Some people take their bills to the consideration every freaking month because they don't have enough money to meet all their bills at month time.
Okay, so then the investment is taking away some of that money that they really desperately need because some of these houses are single parents. And
Yep.
single parents are not making enough money. It's like minimum, like what's that? Minimum wage does not pay the rent.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
put that
a
up
lot of
there.
people are not making enough money to survive for what they have and what they need.
But you know what? I agree with you, but I'm gonna also say this. Somewhere in there, there's some extracurricular activity. People find money to spend it on what they want to spend it on. And that's a fact. People can always say, I don't have the money to do this. I don't have the money to do that. But let something come up that they really want to do. They're going to come up with the money to do it. People find money and spend it on what they want to spend it on. And as I said, and you disagree with me, and that's okay.
I'm not disagreeing.
But
I'm
let
just
me
saying.
hold on. Let me finish my statement. This is where you disagree with me at. I said if they want it bad enough and they're determined enough and they could taste it like I tasted, they will make it happen. You
Okay, but
said
it's not
no.
that easy.
I didn't say it was
Okay,
easy.
but that investment would take years.
Not really.
You told me that yourself.
I told you what, Mr. C.
That an investment like somebody had is going to take a while. It might take. It's going to take years
It's going to
for them
take years,
for them to see the profit that they make.
depending on the
Okay,
type of
but you
business.
okay.
But you have
Most businesses are like that.
businesses that you can start with less than $100.
Yeah, but then you got to flip that $100 and put it back in the business.
That's what you're supposed
But
to
you,
do in
okay,
every
but
business.
okay, but you're not. It's not like people are looking forward to making a profit. You're not going to make a profit right off the bat, right?
It depends.
Only drug dealers can do that.
No, you're wrong. I disagree with you about the drug dealer. It depends. It really depends. You take a person, and I really hate to use this example. I really hate to use it, but you take a person who wants to start a small spa business, small spa, doing simple stuff, pamper hands, pamper feet, facials. Women, well, men are starting to do it now. Before, men looked at it as a girly thing, but there's more men that are getting facials today than ever before.
Really?
Yes, it's not a girly thing anymore. Men got these things going on, beards, and they make sure them beards stay
Shape,
groomed
yeah, they shape.
and
They
oiled.
shape up and groom. Yeah, okay.
So men are
That's
starting
grooming.
to get facials. Men get their nails done. Men get their feet done. For a woman that's looking to start a small business, her niche market would be men. What's it going to cost her? Not much. How's she going to see her profit within 30 days? Maybe within 2 weeks, depending on how she price it.
Not all businesses are going to jump off like that. That's
I
what
didn't.
I'm saying.
I get
Some
that,
people can't invest. It's like some you got to invest. Some okay, that's small. We're a very small business. Okay, I'm
but
talking
it
about
grows.
investing into a business that's gonna a lucrative business.
That is a lucrative business.
But it's I mean,
Trust me, it's
God.
lucrative. But
Yeah, I
I
know,
get what
but
you're saying. I get what you're saying, such as your business. Your business would take a lot of money,
thousands, thousands and thousands of
right?
dollars.
Before they even, how
See a
long would it
nickel.
take before they see a profit? Isn't it depending on how much they're charging for?
No,
No,
no. Because what you're doing is you're not really making a profit yet until maybe after the first or second year. Tell you the
why?
truth, because that's how hard the
Because the
business is.
materials cost a lot of money.
Material and tools and the labor, your laborers or your helpers,
Okay,
and the clients and the transportation, the insurances,
okay,
the licenses.
okay,
That's a lot of money to invest.
okay. But that's
And somebody told me that before about you may need about 50 or $60,000 just to start. Who has 60 or 70 or $50,000 just to start a
that's
business like that?
that's why they had banks.
And then you in debt already.
But that's why you got
You want
banks.
to see, yeah,
That's why you got American Express.
okay, and you are in debt right off the bat. So you won't see a profit until you get out of those debts.
I agree with you. However, the businesses that I'm giving our listening audience, they're not going to need $50,000, $60,000. Trust me, they're not.
No, they probably won't, but they're gonna need a
They
couple
are
of
going to
thousand.
need. They are going to need startup costs.
What you call startup
Depending,
costs?
wait a minute. They are going to need startup costs depending on the business they choose to have.
Give it a minimum.
Give you the minimum.
I mean, I guess.
Give me an industry, I can give you a minimum. Give me an industry, I'll give you a minimum. I can't do it without the industry. Give me an industry and I'll give you the minimum.
Spa.
That's easy, $100.
To open a spa, to be a therapist. No.
You didn't say that. That's two different things.
I said a spa. That's a business.
No, but when I said under $100, that's mobile. A person can have a spa mobile for less than $100.
How is that?
All right. If
Okay, wait a minute.
he or
hold
she,
on,
you
wait a
asked
minute.
me how.
No, I'm not going to do that because you're getting off track. Go ahead, because you're getting off track. Because
Hey, but you know
this
what?
could go
Not
on for a
really,
minute.
because this is something that might pique an interest in someone who may say, you know what? I don't have $800 to start a business. I don't have $400 to start a business, but I have 150. I have 200. I have 300. They may have $300. They might. So I'll get back to that because all businesses isn't going to necessarily cost a whole lot of money.
Some,
Some,
but a
yes,
lot do.
depending on what it is. Like your field,
My
I can
field,
see that.
mechanical.
When I talked about auto repair, that was the top of the list for what's trending in 2020. Auto repair is number one on the list. You ask me why, I don't know. These are the numbers, and I'm giving them to them in order.
Mm.
How much you think it's going to cost for an individual to start an auto repair business?
As far as
Mobile,
mobile, it'll
mobile.
cost a few thousand. It'll cost a few $1,000s.
All right, are you saying like two is a couple, three is a few?
I'm saying about no. I'm saying about maybe six, seven, $8,000.
You think?
Yes.
Um, I disagree. I disagree. You said to start, right?
Hmm.
I think the number's less than that.
How is that?
I wouldn't go as far as $8,000. I would go as far as if it's going to be mobile, maybe three, maybe four,
Okay. If it's going to be
depending
mobile,
on the services that they're offering.
if it's going to be mobile, they're going to need a vehicle, a van.
What if they already got a van?
That's costing, isn't it?
But they already got it. It ain't like they got to go out and buy it.
Then they have to have the tools.
And what if they got that?
Then they need the license.
Of course.
Okay, that's money.
Yeah.
Gas.
Hold it. When it comes to licenses, you have some city states that are literally giving the commercial license away for free. They used to be, when I got mine way back when, it was $150. Then here in the city, it went up to 350. Now you can go down there and you get it for free. Commercial license here in this city, last time I went down there, which was a couple months ago, it was free.
In certain fields or
No,
in certain
no,
businesses.
no.
But
It was
all
just
of them were free.
a commercial license doesn't matter what it is. You need a commercial license to have a business.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of that. Yes, I know that.
It was free.
Mm.
That license was free. So if y'all live in Philly, go down to the Municipal Services Building at 17th and JFK, lower level, fill out the application for a commercial license. The last time I was down, which was a couple months ago, that license was free because I took somebody down there and we thought that they had to pay. And the lady said, no, it's free. Hold that thought. Next is a sharing economy business. Now, the sharing economy business is, I haven't seen no men do this. I've seen only women do this. And these are women that have a clothing rental and accessory business. So, and I know ladies, I know y'all seen this because it's all over the internet. There's a woman that has a business, and her business is you can go and rent an outfit for the day. You can rent accessories for the day and then return it. That's called a sharing economy business. Another one is home improvement and equipment rental, sharing economy. Vacation rentals, sharing economy. Um, and there's another one that's going to rise, Airbnb. With Airbnb, anybody can, and this is passive income. If you have a home that's in nice condition, in good condition, it has no issues, no problems, or an apartment that you're not using that's nice and attractive, you can connect with Airbnb to rent out your property every weekend, every week. And how that works, you go to airbnb.com, www.airbnb, airbnb.com. Let me write that down. Did I say that right? Hold on, Airbnb. www.airbnb.com. And you can register your apartment or your house with Airbnb. And what happens is once you go through the process with Airbnb, you don't have to handle any money. They do everything for you and collect a check. That's how it works. Go there, Airbnb, www.airbnb.com, and check out how to get involved with Airbnb. If you have a property that's nice in a nice neighborhood and use your property for rental or your apartment. I know two people, one rents out a duplex and another person rents out an apartment, and they are connected with Airbnb. I talked about online education. When it comes to online education, I'm going to give you some areas to think about. If this is you, let me give you the website where you can go and start your online education. And I will give you the pros and cons. This is another one. Hold on, everybody. All right. So, with the online education, it's all about content and audience. Your content must match your audience. In other words, whatever subject you pick, there has to be a market for it. For teachers who's looking to level up in academics, top ones are reading, math, science, history, and standardized test prep. For teachers, you want to go to www.udemy.com. That is udmy.com. If you are not a teacher and you have something that you have a skill, you have a trade, and you want to teach it, and you have something that hits a niche market, and you want to teach it online, you're going to go to www.teachable.com. www.teachable.com. That's teachable.com, which would be your field. Is y'all writing it down? I hope so, because I gave out a couple websites, so I hope y'all was writing them down. Other businesses that's on the list is makeup artists. Makeup artist is on the rise. Event planner, a catering business, dance instructor, personal shopper is on the rise. There are stores that will hire shoppers to shop for the customers that are calling in to have their groceries delivered. So let's talk about those stores. You have Whole Foods, Giant, ShopRite, and I think Acme is starting to do it as well.
Are they working for those stores, or that's a business for them to start up? It's like they're gonna hire other people to go to different stores and shop, or
Yeah,
that's
like Amazon. Anybody, there's actually two sides to Amazon. There's an Amazon employee side and there's an Amazon flex. The Amazon employee side, you work directly as an employee for Amazon. They tell you when to come in, what your schedule is, you're an employee. Simple as that. The other side to Amazon, actually is three. So I'm gonna give you the second one. The second side to Amazon is Amazon Flex, which is what me and Tara, or mainly Tara was doing. Amazon Flex, you create your own schedule. You making your own money. If you don't want to go, if you don't want to do nothing that day, stay your butt home. Be broke that day. If you want to do something that day, go make some deliveries. Amazon Flex. The other part to Amazon, and I know y'all seen this, you can do drop shipping. Drop shipping is a entrepreneur's business. That's where you connect with the manufacturer, whatever product you think is going to sell and make you money, that's the product that you market, and the manufacturer will drop ship it and you collect the money. You collect the money. That's another way. And I know y'all have seen the commercials where Amazon is marketing how to do business with Amazon and they traveling around the states. If you had not have already checked it out, check it out. So there's three ways a person, actually two ways a person can be doing business with Amazon. Podcasting is another business. Podcasting is definitely on the rise. If you have a topic that you want to talk about, podcasting. Anybody can start a podcast, but make sure that your content is good. Make sure there's an audience for your podcast. Mr. C, you have something you want to ask me? You good? You sure?
no.
Okay. Next is, I need to give y'all a website, but it's in my phone. I want to give y'all a website, but it's in my phone. So, let me see if I can do this. I don't want to lose them if I do it. I think it's www. That's not the website. It's a website I want to give them. Another business you can start is tutoring. Another business you can start is a tutoring service. if you're good on a topic, if you're good on a topic and you are proficient in that topic, you can start a tutoring business. There, hold on, there's a website I want to give y'all. And hold on, wait one, y'all. I'm trying to find something. You're not connected to the Wi-Fi. It's not gonna work.
What is
It's
it?
telling me. It's telling me that it's offline.
It always does. It's not, I know why. Yeah.
Okay. Another business you could start is personal wellness, a wellness coach, a wellness therapist, a yoga instructor, a life coach, counselor. Is it still saying it's offline?
You gotta go to the app store.
No, I don't.
Then you gotta go. Just
Um,
write it.
I need to go to Google because I know it when I see it. But I have the website in my phone, but I don't want to lose the Facebook listeners.
Chrome, Google. Okay, there's Google.
All right. Can I see that? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find this website for y'all. Hold on, y'all. Just give me a minute. This is website I'm gonna give y'all. It's still saying it's offline. It won't let me.
Because of where we are.
Yeah, it's still saying it's offline. Okay, I can't get a hold of the website because it's in my phone. And if I go in my phone, in this phone, I will lose y'all and I don't want to lose anybody. But I will post it underneath this video. I will leave this video up. I will post it.
Tap the mic to say what you want. Get that'll work.
Say what?
Tap the mic. Mic, microphone.
Tap the mic.
Yeah.
That's not gonna put it online.
Says tap the mic.
Wait on y'all. Give me a minute. Radio Land, give me a minute. I'm looking for this website for y'all. I don't want to give you the wrong website. It's not doing it. All right. Another business, and I know this keeps coming up, and I really saved this for last. I know this keeps coming up. Another business that is booming is the cannabis industry. It is what it
Weed,
is.
yeah.
There is a lot of opportunities in the cannabis industry. I'm going to use another word as well. There is a lot of opportunity in the hemp business industry because you have hemp and you have cannabis. But either way, there's a lot of opportunity in the hemp slash cannabis industry. If you are interested in that industry, um, just give me a call. You're not going to call the same number. You're going to call 267 679 8784. Now, I posted, and I don't know if y'all saw it. Hey, Audio Land, you can participate in this too. I'm going to have a 21-day hustle challenge. And this is going to be an online workshop. This workshop is going to take every bit of 21 days, and it's called the 21-day side hustle
Challenge.
challenge. Yes, you must follow the steps given in the challenge. This 21-day hustle challenge, Radio Land, I'm gonna give y'all the website. The workshop is going to be, and it's online, so this is going to work anywhere in the world. Radio Land, anywhere in the world, regardless of where you're at in the world, it will work for you too. Facebook, YouTube, and you over there. The website, the cost is $35. It's a 21-day hustle challenge. And I'm going to do this to make sure my phone shouldn't say what yours said. Let's see.
Then why didn't you use your phone the first time?
Because I'm going to tell you why, because I can't get it. My phone acting up too. It's spinning. See, it's not connected. Um, the 21-day challenge is 21 days. And what I want y'all to think about before you register, I think the website is www.bit.ly 21-day hustle. I think. I need to I need to do this. Hold on. I'm gonna get this website for you.
Post it.
I am, but I'm gonna have to go here. I can do this from here. Um, hold on, y'all. I'm getting the website for you. Hold on. Let's see if they give it to me in 3 minutes. Okay, it is www.bit.ly 21-day hustle challenge. That's it. That's the website address. And I'm going to shoot, type it so y'all can see it. It is, let me go over here. Um, Here we go, www.bit, shoot. Um, I'm typing something for y'all. All right, that's the website. www.bit.ly /21-day hustle challenge. That's the website. You can
That's
go, huh?
That was long. Repeat that.
www.
Slowly.
Okay. www.bit.ly /21-day hustle HUSTLE challenge CHALLENGE
Are you
www.
giving it to me or your listeners too? Because your voice just went down 3 volumes.
No.
Really, it did. He's like,
Because I had to go
first you
slow.
hear, and then it's like,
I had to go
okay.
slow.
Okay, well, let's
It's
speak
21
louder.
day.
Speak louder.
21 day.
Louder.
Can you stop? www.bit.ly 21 day hustle challenge. And plus I typed it. Go to that, you can go to that website and register for the class. It is literally 21 days. At the end of 21 days, you should have, depending on if you follow the blueprint, and that's the key, following the blueprint to take whatever it is that you're trying to do, your idea, your skill, whatever, to another level, you have to implement the guidelines that I'm gonna give you.
Is
You
that
have to
gonna be based
implement.
on how many hours they wanna put in for those 21 days, or
Yeah,
it's gotta have
because
specific hours? Like how
no,
many, like 3 hours for investment, like you saying for the challenge, invest 3 hours, 2 hours,
they're
one
gonna be
hour?
with me
How
for
many,
21 days
for how many
for
hours
90
out of them
minutes.
days? Okay, thank you. An hour and a
They're
half
gonna be with me for 21 days
for an hour and a half.
for an hour and a half. Andre says, sorry, I'm just running in. Can you give me a 30-minute second or less recap of your topic tonight after you give this site? Okay, yes. Andre, what we're talking about tonight is Money Making Mondays. And I have given some top 10, well, actually 20 top of businesses that is projected to explode in 2020. We are in the last quarter of the year. If anybody who's contemplating starting a business, a side hustle, they need to be implementing that now. Don't wait to January 1st to say, oh, I think I'm going to start my business plan. You're late. You wait till January 1st. You're behind the eight ball already. So you need to start implementing it now. First day of the last quarter, September 1st. That's when you should start. Okay, my time's up. I got my cue. So I hope that this information that I've shared helps some of you. There will also be, I will also be posting a date, and I'm also planning in March, and I'm gonna say this. I'm also planning in March to have a King and Queens empowerment event. The King and Queens empowerment event is going to consist of this. Um, Last November, I started my TV show, the Women's Closet TV show. February of this year,
Next year.
I started Let's Talk of
Mm.
Carolyn. March of 2020 would have been a year for both. So if you think about it, I'm on, it's 52 weeks in a year, I'm on every week. So based on both of those shows, I'm going to take the top five.
Mm.
I'm going to take the top five. And this is where
Mm.
you come in at. If you have been with me on the Women's Closet TV show, and you on every Monday, and you've been with me, I'm sorry, the Women's Closet TV show every Thursday, and you've been with me for the entire time, and you have been with me on Let's Talk with Carolyn every Monday, and you have watched my shows, so you know the topics
Or
that,
listen.
or listening, audio land, and you know what the topics are. You've been with me. What I may do is I may make a list of all of it. That's too much
Mm.
because that's 104 topics
Mm.
for the whole year combined on both shows. So what I want to do is with the listening audience, and meaning the listening audience on the radio and the listening audience on Facebook, the listening audience on YouTube, what I want y'all to do is if you tuned in on any one of those shows and you feel as though it should be one of those five hot topics at the top, I need you to
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Do the top 10.
My top 10?
No, they pick out the audience, listening audience, pick out the top 10 they like. As far as
Okay.
just throughout the year that your show's been going on,
Hmm.
pick out the top 10 that they really were interested and liked and legit.
Instead of the top five, it should be top 10.
It's top 10. You get more of a variety to pick up because you said you had 140.
I have no 104 shows I've done
Okay, well
that
then,
I would have done
okay.
by the time.
All right, so now let's pick out the top 10 out of them
And
140
four for
shows.
that year.
Yes.
Okay.
And
All right.
then,
Did y'all hear
then
him?
okay, then it'd be a vote.
Okay,
You
that's
know what I
fine.
mean? Then
We
you
can
break
do
it
the top
down.
10.
Then you break it down and say the top five that people said, and then they vote on which ones.
Okay. Well, I'll take your suggestion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did something good. Bill.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to list all 104. I don't really know if I want to do that, and I have my reasons for not wanting to really do that, and I'm sure you know what those reasons are. So I'm going to say this: if you were with me on both shows, and I'm going to say this, that whatever was on the Women's Closet TV show was not the same on Let's Talk with Carolyn. Those two shows very rarely have the same topic unless it's a health alert. That's the only time they will have the same topic. Other than that, it's two different topics for both shows, always. So, having taken Mr. C's suggestion, give me whichever show you feel
Their favorite.
your favorite show that
10.
you feel should be included in the top 10. Because this is what's going to happen. In March, I'm going to have a Kings and Queens Empowerment Day on those topics. In addition to when you leave that empowerment event, you're going to leave with three businesses that you can start because I am personally selecting a panel of five small base businesses, CEO owners that is going to be giving a presentation on their business. So when you leave, you will leave with the information that's going to be given with the top five topics, hot topics. In addition, you're going to leave with three businesses that you can start the next day or that night, whichever way you choose it. Okay? So I'm going to be bringing this up again on the Women's Closet TV show. I'm going to be bringing it up again on Let's Talk with Carolyn and Mr. C. I will say this, it is going to be in March. It is going to be an all-day event. It's going to start at 8:30 in the morning and it's going to end between 5 and 6. The cost, I'm keeping it low. The cost is going to be $97. Now, I know some people may say, oh, I don't have $97. That's just too much money. Okay, fine. You put down a $25 deposit and then you bring the rest in cash that day. So I will be giving you more detail on this, but in the meantime, I am dependent on my listening audience on the radio as well as YouTube as well as Facebook and over here. Give me a topic that I covered on either show that you feel as though should be included in the King and Queens empowerment event. So that's my time for tonight. You have been listening to Let's Talk with Carolyn. I am your host, Carolyn. And tonight's hot topic was Money Making Mondays. Money Making Mondays is aired every fourth Monday of the month. And every time I do this, I am never given the same businesses or jobs that you can get involved with, get hired, or start. Each time I do this, it's a different job or different business. Either way, it's going to be about money. So I'm signing off tonight. Take care, everybody. Stay blessed up. Thank you for tuning in with me. And I will be posting little stuff after this video because I'm not going to take the video down. So as far as Facebook is concerned, I have to let y'all go first. But y'all know me. Here I go. Thank you, Andre, for tuning in. Thank you, Badass, for tuning in. Thank you, Isaiah, for tuning in. Thank you, Steve, for your input. Thank you, It's, for tuning in. Thank you, DJ Rich Bags, V1, for tuning in. Thank you, Doings, for tuning in. Thank you, Internet, for your input. Thank you, Levine, for tuning in. Thank you, Tiana, for tuning in. Thank you, Bia, for tuning in. Thank you, Cousin Barbara, for tuning in. Thank you, Ricardo, for tuning in. Thank you, Joanne, for tuning in. Thank you, James, for tuning in. Thank you, Eric, for tuning in. Thank you, George, for tuning in. Thank you, Masamba, for tuning in. Masamba, I hope I'm saying your name right, for tuning in. Thank you, Mike, for tuning in. Thank you, Kiki, for sharing. Thank you, Philip, for tuning in. Thank you, Helen, for tuning in. And thank you, Camille, for tuning in. So take care, everybody, on Facebook, Audio Land. Don't go nowhere yet. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate you a lot. Y'all have no idea how much when y'all tune in, it means so much to me. And thank you very much. Stay blessed up. Stay alert. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell y'all this. Lemons. Remember I said I had something to tell y'all? Two announcements before y'all go. Lemons, health alert here. Lemons, be careful about cutting your lemons up and putting them in your drink. There was a microbiologist from out of Jersey. Her and her class did a research study. And what they found was that the lemons, the rinds of lemons, when you stick them in your drink, they detected that there was 25 microorganisms that was in these drinks. And that come from people, you never know who handled that lemon before it got cut up and put into your drink. Microorganisms can cause bacteria, can cause diseases. Okay, Camille. Camille says, Audio Land, Camille says, I need to do another one of these. I will, Camille. I will do another one. As far as the lemons, be very, 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 very careful when you go out. Do not have a lemon cut up and put into your drink because has been recently documented that those lemons may have or do have microorganisms which can cause you to be sick, whether it's a virus, bacteria, or fungi or parasite. So be very careful with those lemons that you get topped off and put into your drink. Another thing that I wanted to share with the ladies, this part is for ladies only. Red carpet detailing and window tinting. The CEO owner, Tara Perez, is having a workshop for women only. And what she's teaching you is how to do minor repairs on your car should you get stuck or broke down somewhere. Yes, Camille. Camille says those lemons can make you feel sick from fecal matter and other stuff as well. So if you're interested, she says that workshop is $250, but it is so well worth it because she is going to be teaching you how to do a tune-up, how to change your tire, how to change your oil, stuff that you should know as a woman who has a car or is driving an automobile. Not just know how to drive a car. You need to know how to do some minor repairs on your car so that you don't have to rely on taking your car to a male mechanic, and we as women know that most male mechanics, they will overcharge us because we are women. That's why. So as she give me information on this, I will definitely let you know. And I'm gonna say this, ladies, the class is so well worth it. And the reason why I say that is because years ago, when I was serving up my country, there was, and he was on here. I don't think he's on here. There was a one of my soldier friends who said, "You're not just going to know how to drive a car. I'm going to teach you how to do minor repairs in case you get stuck on the road." I am so thankful that he taught me those repairs because it paid off. Certain things I know how to do with a car, and then when my daughter became a mechanic, I learned a whole lot more. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And Facebook, good night. Stay blessed up and stay alert. And don't put no lemons in your drinks. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Audio Land. Thank you for tuning in. You have been listening to Let's Talk with Carolyn and Mr. C. You have been listening to Let's Talk with Carolyn and Mr. C. Our hot topic tonight was Money Making Mondays. Money Making Mondays is always done on the fourth Monday of the month. Every time I do this, it is not going to be the same jobs or the same business opportunities or the same entrepreneurship opportunities. Each one is always going to be different. One of the viewers on Facebook requested that I do this again. I will keep y'all posted when I do it again. I don't know if I'm gonna do it next week because these episodes is normally scheduled for every fourth Monday, and I will be doing one for children. I will be doing one for children. When I say children, I mean from ages 11 and up, maybe 5 and up. So that's my time. Take care, everybody. Stay blessed up. Good night. We're not off the air yet. YouTube, YouTube. I'm looking over here. YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. If there's any questions that you may have, any comments that you want, put it in the comments under this video. If I mentioned a topic that you're interested in as far as entrepreneurship, type that in. I will respond to it. The website for the workshop is www.bit.ly/21 day hustle challenge. If you need to talk to me because you have questions, reach out to me at 267-679-8784. Take care, everybody. Good night.